Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this deep to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Love to see the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Handoff from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Just a good job up front by this offensive line, getting a hat on a hat and be able to give this running back from Arkansas enough room to get upfield and pick up that first down. Nice play.
Looking to throw. It's Green. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incomplete. Second down coming out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Direct snap to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Wideouts now clustered. First down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle made after a big gain.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
That's reeled in. It's Daniels. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receiver in motion now. Handoff to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. To throw, it's Green. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Makes the grab. It's Anthony. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Razorbacks will look to convert here on fourth down. Caught near the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Hogs. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy. It in for that big gain.
And he's got his man open down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He's running out of time here. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Scanning the field. It's Green. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's caught. It's Sategna.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Eludes, and it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The quarterback's got it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2 here. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line
just runs through a man, a mismatch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Pressure is coming. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Gators looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. 1st and goal. Good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
And they hand it off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down a sack for the defense, coming up big on this 4th down play. First down here for this offense. It's a run to the left. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Christian, this spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Heading left after the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Well, they trust the running game on 3rd down there and come up with a huge chunk play.
Chris, so to me it looked like the defense was just selling out to try to come up with a stop on 3rd down, and once the back got the yards he needed, he looked a little bit surprised. He was still on his feet and looked around and saw that he had room to run and picked up some big yards.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Caught quickly. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to...
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. They'll set up for the PAT. Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Set to advance on the football. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
A solid run for 1st down yardage. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback. And then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for him.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He shreds the tackle. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Good enough for the first down at the 37. And the Gators looking to run some tempo here.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser-focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the shotgun, it's probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here. He's found some room with the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Gators trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
There's the snap. He's looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so let's start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. On the ground, it's Hill. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Green. Breaks free. Broke one tackle, but clean escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line for the Florida Gators. And Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. We're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
It's fourth down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Using his legs here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker. They're unable to do it here.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They go with a direct snap. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they run the ISO play, the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. We should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here. But now,
breaks clear, end zone ahead. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And it's a touchdown, but there is a marker on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Razorbacks looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Green. Launching one to the end zone.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
Touchdown, Hogs.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it 35-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Looking to pass here.
Bro, how the fuck you get out there that fast?
Hit by the defense there. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count the...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. But his defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
But keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He pulls it in for a big gain. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
The Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Looking to scramble now. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Green. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Offense looking to throw the ball. He eludes the rush. He's moving out of the pocket. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's intercepted in a desperation throw here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
42, Florida, 21.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into the